it's you, you rascal. Where are you going, scamp? Come over and give us a hug. You can't just run off like that, Henny. Granny's not as spry as she once was.
Henny, I'm not...
Aren't you cold, darling? You never knew how to dress appropriately. I remember back in preschool how you'd put your undies on your head.
I'm sorry, but I think you're mistaking me for somebody.
It's about time you made it back here, Henny. I'm feeling a bit out of sorts today. Why am I even standing here? Aha! Did you get... Do you have those, Help me out here, Henny.
I'm sorry, I'm Aiden. Aiden. And I really have to get going.
Pills. That's it. You were supposed to bring me my pills. Ran out this morning. And my mind's all sort of foggy.
I'd like to help, but I... Okay, let's see. Where do you usually keep these pills, ma'am?
No matter, Henny. You were supposed to refill my script at the pharmacy.
Pharmacies aren't really open for business these days.
God, I've forgotten everything. Ah, I know. This group of nice boys came this morning for coffee. No, it was for tea. And they made me... I lent them my last bottle. They had such funny masks on their faces.
You were robbed by renegades?
Ah, yes. That might be what they called themselves. But they were nice boys.
All right, don't worry, Grandma. I'll ask those boys to give it back. Where did they go after that?
Somewhere over there. To those abandoned apartments behind me, I guess. Darling, don't you boys get up to too much mischief together. I'll be waiting with a hot cup of tea by the windmill south of the VNC Tower.
Found under a glass ceiling somewhere on Old Mountain.
So they are here. Grandma might be confused, but her memory's just fine for some things. I hope these pills help her.
A whole week to counter the effects of the drought.
Here you go, ma'am. I mean, Grandma, I got your pills.
Took your sweet time, Jerry. Had to grab a pint with your mates after work again, is that it? You could have let me know before we got married. The day were your true loves. Well, here's your tea. See what kind of wife you have?
No, I'm not your husband, remember? I'm your grandson? Shit, now I'm confused. Take these, please. They should help.
That's so sweet you brought them, Aiden.
Wait. So, you remember my name? You know who I am?
Oh, my. Oh, all right. I might have exaggerated my memory problems a little bit. One can get used to this epidemic, even to the infected. But to loneliness? Never. What's the point of surviving if I have no one to share my life with? And you. Do you have a grandmother still alive? Do you drop by for tea with her?
Never had a grandma.
Truly? Then you do not even know what you are missing. I know so many stories. Would you like to listen?
I'd love to.
Drop by whenever you feel like it, and I'll be glad to tell you. People bring hurt on themselves when they ask too much from life.
That's about the only time I
Life is so very much,
goddamn
well,
felines.
lively.
Take heed and bear witness to me, Regis there. I recognize you. You are Aiden. I, as I'm sure you well know, am Regis, the Herald. I behold and recount all that goes on in this city.
Harold? Is that a real job?
Not only is it real, it is of the utmost importance. Since the fall of traditional media, where else would the citizenry get their information?
Yeah, I see. What were you before this? A farmer?
Bite your tongue, sir. I was a former VNC News editor-in-chief, a most trustworthy and well-informed source of the day's news.
Is this why you're standing in the shadow of the VNC tower? Do you miss bossing people around?
Let's see if you know more about the good people of Villador than simply to mock them. I have 4 simple questions to ask you about some of our more interesting citizens. Answer them correctly, and I will believe you a worthy member of our community.
Sure, I've met a lot of people.
Your first question, then. Who is the shadowy figure that pulls the strings in the bazaar? A dealer in, shall we say, ill-gotten goods?
That can't be anyone but Dodger. He's a bastard, but charming. Yeah, weird hobbies.
Precisely! You're off to a splendid start. Here's your next question. A rather comely woman works at the library. But I, Harold, knower of a great many things, cannot recall the fair damsel's name. Do you know it?
Margaret? Is that how you mean?
Margaret, the blind healer, working at a library. I think not. Game over for you. You, sir, need to bear better witness to your fellow citizens. Come back when you've learned enough to answer all 4 questions correctly. Learn more before you try again. Learn more.
Did you hear? Here, renegades attacked the canteen.
Are you ready to take my challenge? Learn more.
Kareem's dead meat. Gotta be.
Shut your fucking mouth, Ollie.
They must have found her out.
Hey, everything okay?
What's it to you, huh? Ain't none of your business.
Ollie, cool your jets. Don't you know who this is? It's that Pilgrim guy, Aiden. Well, since you asked, one of her own, Kareen, is undercover at the nearby renegade camp.
A spy?
Right. Volunteered to walk into the lion's den. Been given regular reports, then nothing.
Not a peep for days now. It ain't like her. They caught her for sure.
Yeah, thanks for the expert analysis, Mr. Doom and Gloom.
Someone needs to get in there and find her.
What's she doing in there anyway?
Just finding out whatever she can.
Those renegade scum are going down. And she's been feeding us info that'll make them go down even harder.
Has she hinted she might be in trouble?
Not really. I mean, her reports were coming farther and fewer between, but that's it.
Yeah, less useful too. Figured she was just about to pinch it off and come home when poof, nothing.
Why don't you go in after her?
No can do. Those renegades would sniff us out in a second, and we'd be toast.
Yeah, those are fucking renegades, man. Just 'cause I'm a guy doesn't mean they wouldn't rape me or something.
Yeah, I see your problem.
Jeez, Ollie, you got serious problems.
I'll go check in on her.
Oh, man, that'd really help us out. Look, I got these papers that'll get you into the camp.
Better him than me.
See what I got to put up with?
Just give me the papers.
I'll be honest with you, I did a quick job forging these. Anyone taking a third look could figure it out. Which means you gotta work fast once you're in. You okay with that?
I'm good.
Awesome. Now, check it. The Renegade's camp is tucked between the office towers.
Okay, how am I supposed to recognize her?
Well, ain't a lot of women in these places. But she's gotta know you're on our side. Use the code word phrase, "Have you milked the goats?" And she'll respond, "Goat milk is too sour for my taste." And you'll know it's Kareen.
Goat milk is too... What? What kind of code phrase is that?
Pretty awesome, right?
I came up with that, man. That was all me. 100%.
Okay, whatever.
have to start over.
Back from patrol. Can I get in?
Huh? Let's see your papers. You look familiar. Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Maybe. But I get that all the time.
Yeah, you got that familiar kind of face. Welcome home.
Thanks, bro.
I'd better report in or
Well, that asshole gonna fuck you already?
after your
He's gonna be sorry,
Let's
keeping me
go
waiting.
grab a beer or
I got things to do, places to go.
drink.
Have you milked the goats?
Goats? What the fuck are you talking about?
Sorry, my mistake.
Tell me about it. The stronghold is downright cozy compared to these crappy outposts. At least I got a bed there. Hey, sleeping on the floor. Fucking God already. Stop whining. Hey, can you settle a bed for us?
I don't have a lot of time.
Just take a second. Boxers or briefs?
Free ball, all the way.
See? Told you. Who wears skivvies these days? I'll admit it. You were right.
Glad I could help. I gotta...
Hey, wait a minute. Aren't you?
In a hurry, yeah. Catch you guys later.
I'd better report in or... Hey, buddy. Don't I know you from somewhere?
Maybe. I've been around.
Oh, I know. You went up against the PK when they came creeping around the stronghold.
Maybe. Could have been anyone. It's everyone's duty to keep the PK out of our business, isn't it?
Too right, my friend. Too right.
Fuck yeah. Now excuse me. Got me a lady in waiting, if you know what I mean.
You dog. You dog! Oh, don't let us keep you, man!
You'd think there'd be more eye candy around here.
Morning, Aiden.
Have you milked the goats?
Don't know about goats, handsome, but if you're looking...
Yeah, never mind.
Aiden, it's Dan.
This isn't a good time.
Sorry, but I gotta warn you. The guards took a third look and figured out the papers were forged.
Fuck.
Exactly. So the clock's ticking. You gotta find Karine and get the hell out of there. They'll be tearing the place apart any minute now.
Yeah, roger that.
I'd be studying flowers. Flowers? Ugh. Give me a fucking break! We have an intruder!
Ollie, they found me.
Aiden, kill everyone! And search the camp! There's gotta be some clue to her whereabouts somewhere!
Can't believe what I'm seeing.
believe that?
Believe what I'm seeing. Whatever that is, let's. Can't believe you're such a pushover. It's party time. Let's. Oh, wait. Gonna stop taking it easy on you. Better speed it up. We doing this? You disappoint me. We doing this or what? Let's get on with it. Can't believe you're such a pushover. Now the party started.
Aiden, you there? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, but things got messy. Everyone else, well, they're dead.
What about Karine? Did you find her?
Afraid not.
Search the camp. There's gotta be some clue to her whereabouts somewhere.
Stan, Aiden, you there?
Yeah, what's up?
Well, I've got some bad news. Karine joined the Renegades.
Fuck.
She was caught between two worlds and got torn apart in the process.
Poetic. But I repeat, fuck.
Nothing left to do. Aiden out.
Complaining we shouldn't grand drive and use water.
Thebane, papaverine. Isolate the morphine, subject it to acetylation.
Is something wrong?
No, nothing. Talking to myself, that's all.
I mean, I can see something's the matter, but okay.
It's just, there's nothing that can be done. There are too many of them.
Too many who?
Renegades, degenerates. 6 months ago, they kidnapped my son, Rook, and they forced me to produce drugs for them. I was the chemistry teacher in school before the epidemic. I held one of them back, grade.
But what about your son?
They're holding him hostage. If I'm late with the next batch of drugs, they'll kill him.
Maybe what these bandits need is a lesson.
But there's a whole band of them.
I've faced far worse odds than that. I'm not a fan of kidnapping.
Will you help me?
Yeah, I'll try. Where are they keeping Rook?
In a military building, overlooking the canal south of Muddy Grounds, near Culvert Island. The entrance is on St. Paul Boulevard, past the wrecked car carrier. Just be careful. I went there myself once, trying to free my boy. They caught me. Then later brought me one of Rook's fingers. As long as these bastards are alive, they'll never leave us alone.
I'll be careful.
I'll follow you. Wait outside for you to come out. What's your name?
Aiden.
Thank you, Aiden. I haven't slept a wink for 6 months. What are they doing with my son in there?
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
They injected that shit into you.
Who are you?
Aiden, your father sent me.
Father? Dad.
You're out of danger. I'll take you to him.
No.
What?
I don't need you, Dad. Or anybody else. I'm doing fine here. Give me a needle.
Hey, wait. You've got all your fingers. The bandits didn't cut one off. So it was all fake?
Leave me alone.
There was no kidnapping, was there? You've been tricking your own father into making you free drugs?
Get out of here.
How could you do that to your father?
Didn't want this, okay? It's stronger than me.
And now what do you want? You'd rather stay here like this than be with your father?
Rook! Son! My boy! Finally, I've got you back. What is it, boy? Are you all right?
Look, there was never any kidnapping.
What?
It was all a show, including that severed finger.
But how could that be? Rook, say that's not true.
I tried to kick it. I tried. I didn't want to keep taking. But I started getting high with them. When I mentioned you, they realized you were their former teacher and a chemist.
God, Rook.
I wanted to stop, to end it, but they wouldn't let me. I'm sorry.
Come back home with me. We'll talk there.
Really? After all I did?
You'll always be my son. Thank you.
That's a shame.
I got what you want.
That it would have to rain.
Ourselves into trouble.
To counter the drought.
They got straw on their brain. Lab's been filled since yesterday.
Well, at least to replenish my water reserves.
How are you collecting it?
I got barrels.
I had a terrible night.
You do look pale.
Doesn't the sound of a shovel seem too loud to you sometimes? Enough to see the electricity turned back on.
Crazy as a spitter.
How you doing, buddy?
Well, times.
Wait, you're Silencio?
Yeah. You familiar with my art?
Oh, not really, but I have seen Silencio posters around town. And you look, well, you look younger than the pictures.
Well, maybe it's my use of boulder or tissue mask, or some other shit, depends on who asks. If youth is a crime, it's cause I laid down fresh rhymes. Fresher than Frank and his team in the shitty canteen.
I have no way of picking up what you're laying down. The virus must have really cramped your style.
Cramped, but not necrotic. I'm better than ever.
How's that?
Just listen, man. Throw me a word, and I'll freestyle for you.
Goat.
Goat? Are you fucking serious? That's whack.
Okay, volatile.
Fast and furious, I can see that you're curious. Who's scared of them most? Acts like he's seen a ghost. Wanna scare Frank? Play a volatile prank. Yeah, of all my rhymes, that was not the most fine. Hit me with another word.
How about, the Peacekeepers?
Tough one. They got no style, they got no rhythm. And all they want is for us to join with them. Acting peaceful when for fights they're keen. Just like the lushes in Frankie's canteen. Dope, right? Lay another one on me.
Well, I'm sensing that you're not a big fan of Frank.
Really? Why'd you say that? Just an easy rhyme to make, man.
Not really. You came up with some excruciating rhymes just to diss Frank.
Excruciating? You disrespecting me? The one and only Silencio?
You're not Silencio. With rhymes like those, it's clear you just pose. My guess is you're just some wannabe that Frank won't let perform at the canteen.
Yeah, but only because I'm underage, not because I suck.
Grow up then, and stop pretending you're someone you're not. And I'm sure Frank would be more friendly if you cut down on insulting him.
I'll think about it. Meantime, check this out. A ticket to my last gig, fool. Told you I was the one and only Silencio. Ha!
Renegades and stuff, nothing. One day they might just blow up the dam and flood the entire city.
That was cool.
Are you ready to take my challenge? Are you ready to answer all the questions correct?
I think so.
Let us find out. Your first question, then. Who is the shadowy figure that pulls...
That can't be anyone but Dodger. He's a bat.
Precisely! You're off to a rather comely woman works at the library. But I, Harold, knower of a great many things, cannot recall the fair damsel's name. Do you know it?
I know exactly who you mean. That's Thalia.
Indeed. Perhaps you could introduce me to her. Sparker's not really working for me.
Oof.
Forget I asked. Instead, here's a more appropriate question. Meyer is very even-keeled and thoughtful for a PK. But the mention of one person tends to trigger her. Do you know who that is?
Jack Matt. It's obvious.
I think not. Meyer and Jack Matt get along pretty well. Oh, so wrong, I'm afraid. And you were doing so well. You, sir, need to bear better witness to your fellow citizens. Come back when you've learned enough to answer all 4 questions correctly.
Pumpkin here, pumpkin there. Sure hope we can grow something else next year.
You messed with the wrong guy!
Let me call some friends to join the party.
Done that.
I must be seeing
Look what I
Where's
found.
he going?
What the hell was that?
You better be scared of me!
What's happening here?
I see something.
There. There.
Here, renegades attacked the canteen.
Nowhere is safe anymore.
That was quite a pleasure.
Don't you get enough adrenaline fighting for your life every day?
You know what they say? Adrenaline leads to either fight or flight. I definitely missed the flight aspect.
As in running away?
No, dude. As in literally flying. These days, seemed only one person in this city could fly. Lawan. Then you showed up.
Well, you're a paraglider? So why do you miss flying? I mean, you can still do it.
I was a skydiver, actually. And that particular flavor of flying is what I miss. But it was getting hard to run around the city in a squirrel suit with vials on your back. So, me and my team developed this ultra-light and practical paraglider you can use without any additional gear. The Night Runners instantly fell in love with it. Wanted to learn how to fly. So I set up a test track for them. Paraglider City Tour, we used to call it. I picked the perfect spot. Far from the VNC Tower, far from St. Paul's Cathedral, and far enough from the Missy so their lookouts didn't spoil the fun for us.
How do people do?
They mostly sucked. Except for Lawan. She took to it like a baby eagle falling from a nest. But I still hold the record. If you want to try and beat it, and catch some flying thrills, be my guest. Just take the paraglider.
I hear Matt told his men to leave the island camp. Damn PKs don't care about us.
Here, have a beer with me. It's warm and past its... It's still one of life's two